Do you want to be an excellent businessman or an excellent salesperson? How you can be a good salesman or a businessman? By doing good sales or selling at best competitive price or selling an excellent product? Not at all. These all will give you a very short-term result. Hello friends, please watch my video in full length and subscribe for getting regular videos on sales and business. How you can an excellent person in your business? Number one, understanding the customer requirement. You can remember this as KYC. KYC is not just KYC which we talk commonly. KYC, what I mean is, you have to go in depth of the customer profile, customer requirement, why the customer looking for such a product, what is his actual problem, how this product can solve his problem, and then you have to present a solution for that. You should not present your product that time. You have to present a solution for his actual requirement. That solution should link with your product. Then only customer will know you are a consultant, not a seller. That is the difference between a consultant and a seller. A seller just goes to the customer, tells about his company, tells about his product and present the product and tell him this is a price, okay, you purchase it. He don't know even what customer actually looking for, what is his purpose of purchasing it, whether his this buying will solve his problem or not. He never think all these things. He just present the product, he want to sell it. If you go like a seller, you never can sell a product. You have to go as a consultant and ask questions to understand the KYC, what I have explained earlier. When the sales are okay with you, applying the first point, the second thing comes to the money. If the customer is not paying you money but purchasing the product, that means he is purchasing on credit basis, then your actual cash flow goes down. Your top level of the balance sheet is okay, but what about the bottom level of the balance sheet? Your product will be sold out and you don't have any money in hand. This will make you to restrict your marketing promotion, your spending for overheads and all other expenses you have to hold on because you don't have any money. Again, you have to purchase the raw material, then you have to produce. Where is the money for that? Because you have sold out all the products to the customer. Again, you have to produce or again you have to buy. So where is the money? Because you have not got money from the customer. So credit sales will kill your business. So first thing is selling. Not only selling, but taking the money also. If you are not taking money or if you are not doing any sales on cash and carry basis, it cannot be considered as a sales and your cash flow will not be proper and it will lead to a closure of your business during a short period of time. The third point what you have to take care is price. To match the cutthroat competition, you never should sell at a lower price. Lower price means you are compromising on your profit. Once you compromise on your profit, you will not be able to spend money as per your budgets you kept for marketing expenses, factory expansion or business expansion or sales promotion, so on, so on, so on. So you will be concentrating only on the available resources and available production strategy or available marketing strategy and just selling the product. There is no chance for your business enhancement. So never compromise on your price, justify the price with your quality. If the customer is convinced with a rapport relationship, when the customer is convinced with your solution providing, definitely he will purchase product from you and he will not look at the price because he will have a confidence on you that you are not trying to sell something to him, but he is trying to help him and taking a service charge or the product charge for that. In that case, you will have the budgeted profit with you and you can complete all the budgeted expenses for your business. If you sell at a lesser price, because you are getting lesser profit, you will not be very much conscious on the quality, and to maintain your budgeted profit, you will start compromising on the quality, and finally you will deliver a lesser quality to the customer, then you will break the customer confidence or relationship what you have maintained since so long, and customer will go off. He will not be your repeated customer, and you will lose all the reference customer also, or word of mouth customer also, and your business will start depreciating, and finally it will come to an end. So selling at a low cost is both way danger. If you are a genuine person, good businessman, don't want to compromise on the quality, you will have a lesser profit with which you cannot expand the business. And if you are trying to reduce the quality and maintain your budgeted profit, again you will lose the further business due to the low quality product, and you will be out of the business. So both way it is danger. So please don't compromise on your price, but give a very good quality to the customer and make him understand why he is providing such a product at such a price, so that he will have his solution for his problem, which will be everlasting. Number 4, lack of manpower. If you don't have proper manpower with you, and if you are taking care of all the departments like accounts you are taking care, production you are taking care, logistics you are taking care, marketing you are taking care, administration you are taking care, then your business will slowly collapse and comes to a square one, because nobody can handle all these departments and enhance their business. Keep manpower, not only manpower, expert manpower. You have to keep expert, capable people in each and every department. Delegate them the work, guide them and relegate them. That means follow every day on a regular basis. Once it becomes a stream or regularity, then the system will start working and you will not have any problem. Your target should be the system should work even without you. If you are not coming to the office for 3-4 days, the office should run, business should run, all activities should go as per the system, as per the procedure, without any error. That should be your target. That should be your first step for enhancing the business. Periodically keep meetings with your department heads or all department employees and get new ideas from them. Have a brainstorm discussions with them and implement their ideas and get improvement. Reward them if it is really working. This way you can progress step by step, which you will get from your own employees and in a variety ideas, which will give you variety results and takes your business forward. Number 5, enhancing your business. First of all, you have to focus on your local area, establish customers in your local area, understand the customer's real requirement, make satisfied customers, repeated customer, and then think of expanding your business to the other district. Do the same thing there also, but it is not recommended to invest more money to enhance your business in other districts, because you have to put again your branch offices, then all staff, equipments and everything. It will be a costlier affair for you initially. So the best suggestion is to find out the franchisees who can work for you on your behalf, on your style, like these petrol pumps are working. So once you find out the franchises in nearby district, then enhance to the other district, then to the state. My suggestion is to look for franchises who will work as per your policies, who will work as per your terms and conditions at a commission basis. Then you can spread your business all over the country without any much investment. But system is very much required to handle this, because you are handling all the franchises throughout the state or throughout the districts through the system only. That's all in this video. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.